whether it's taking a few deep breaths, repeating a cue word, or doing a rhythmic sequence of movements. Studies on golfing, bowling, and water polo find that short rituals can lead to more consistent and accurate performance under pressure. And thirdly, researchers have shown that having an external focus on the ultimate goal works better than an internal focus, where someone is tuned into the mechanics of what they're doing. A study of experienced golfers revealed that those who hit chip shots while focused on the flight of the ball performed significantly better than those who focused on the motion of their arms. So perhaps
connection established.
Stay calm under pressure. I mean, a lot of things happening right now will put you under undue pressure, and you might just let it get the best of you, or the better part of you. But there are people who are able to find distractions or other things that will keep them busy even while they are going through some really not so interesting situation, like a lot of people, like some people are going through it in Nigeria right now. But let's get into your biggest take this week, whether it put you under stress or not. It would be great to know what you focused on and your general thoughts that got your attention in terms of situations happening in the country. And you can do that by calling in or sending a message. And the WhatsApp number is 08099930137. Regular phone calls, you can call that number as well, or call 0700 951 0000 and 080-9597-4869. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook right now. It's Open Mic Friday, so let's get to it. Welcome to you. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Comrade Sam from FCT here calling back.
Welcome, comrade.
Yeah. My take on Abakoba, saying that they should sack INEC chairman Momodu. In fact, I'm in total support, but we're in a situation of a scenario that says who will bear the cat. That if the election favors who is here now as president, he will not have the courage or moral, particularly in Africa, to sack him. So, but what we're saying is that anytime they want to appoint another INEC chairman, it should be a woman, a courageous woman like the one that conducted the election in Abia, so that we can have credible election. Democracy is all about wish of the people, not wish of the elite and wish of the most powerful. Have a nice day.
All right. Welcome to you. Good morning. Barrister Hassan, your sound is distorted. I can barely make out what you're saying. All right, if you can, do to call back. You can also drop your thoughts on your open mic on WhatsApp, as well as on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Welcome to you.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning.
I remember myself, Abubakar Ali, aka Tinubu Pekin, calling from PW Kubwa. My biggest take for the week is the cases of reoccurring boat capsizes across the country. Recall, we had this brief discussion yesterday. Governments across all board have intervention on aviation. They have interventions on land transportation and railway transportation, but little or no attention is paid to our brothers and sisters coming to their providing boats as means of transportation. So I'm calling on Mr. President, as his government is about to provide palliative in terms of buses, and state government also providing palliative in terms of buses for ease of transportation. They should consider providing commercial boats, if there is anything like that, to ease and ease and reduce the risk of accident on our riverine areas in our inland waterways. And lastly, congratulations to all the first set of appointees of Mr. President. I hope they will bring their experiences to bear by guiding Mr. President in taking decisions that will better this country. God bless Nigeria Info FM. God bless Mr. President. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's get to another caller right now. Welcome to you. Sorry about that. If you can, do to call back. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to you.
Okay, this is Leo from Wuse 2.
Go ahead, Leo.
I really appreciate your topic this morning. But what intrigued me most is the issue of refineries. I will say that I'm somebody who have taken up upon myself to look for investors in refineries in Nigeria here.
Before you go on, Leo, hold on. Before you go on, your device is on, it's giving feedback. It's a bit distracting. Can you move away from it, please?
No, my device is not. I'm just in another room.
Go ahead. Let's try this. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wrote here when the GMD NNPC gave an interview that the country has no money to build more refineries. I heard the interview. I wrote to him, to NNPC. Actually, I have foreign investors from Europe who can come into this country in conjunction with NNPC, build a refinery 100%. And if the government can give land, the government also can have stakeholders doing some percent in the shares, profits of the refineries. Since 2020 up to today, I have gone to NNPC more than 20 times. I have not been allowed in. The last time I heard was that it was in a COO refineries. There's cheap operating office refineries. Sir, I'm not sure this APC government is ready to better the world of Nigerians.
You cannot use your experience to generalize and reach a conclusion.
No. Okay, fine. I'm using my own experience. My own experience now. Because if you say no, just tell me, I will give you the stamped copy of my own letter.
Okay.
I've gone there more than 20 times. They say that the government should bring money. They are coming here to as issue of their foreign direct investments into this country. I'll bring them in. They say they are thinkable. Because generally, if they come, I'll get my commission. But honestly, since 2020, nobody has called me. I've gone to NNPC 20 times, nobody has responded to me. They say I can't go in because of COVID. I just stopped it. So when people say that the government is this, I will just look and laugh. Because a serious government will even call me and ask me, can we get the contact? Honestly, I would have sat down with NNPC and made sure that this will happen.
Okay.
2020 refinery takes 3 years to build. I didn't would have built a refinery in Nigeria. All this of fuel subsidies would have been a thing of the past. Anyway, we are just looking.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts there. Welcome to you.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Morning, Nigeria.
Good morning.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you kindly project? Let's see if we're able to hear you.
This is Donato calling from Samoje.
Donatos, go ahead, please.
My is about this fuel subsidy. See, that's what our people or four brothers came there. Who now maybe about want to look out for. These are the people that related fuel subsidy for. And they are the people that are looking it back now. So, which way Nigeria? Where are we going? Is it that if somebody wants to do the right thing and it's not your person, you will not allow him, or what? We should stop all this. I believe we are supporting our president fully, but at least let the party know that even though you are not from the party and you are doing the right thing, let them support you. This is how to do this so that our country will move forward. Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my friend.
Welcome.
This is Ahmed from Gobalada.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
You see, I would like to talk about refinery. People have been saying that you try and repair our refinery. Already we have about fees the farmers are coming, they are about to be completed.
Sorry about that. If you can, do a call back to complete your thoughts. But the process of establishing a petroleum refinery in Nigeria is regulated by the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, through policies and regulations promulgated by the Ministry of Petroleum Resources and Minister of Petroleum Resources, respectively. Now, the regulatory procedure is laid out pursuant to Regulation 2 and 3 of the Petroleum Refining Regulations, PRR, of 1974, made under Section 9 of the Petroleum Act. Furthermore, under Regulation 47 of the PRR, the Director of Petroleum Resources may from time to time give directives as to the manner of compliance with any matter provided for under the PRR regulations. So consequently, DPR has concluded the review of the guidelines that shall apply for the establishment of the hydrocarbon processing plant and also issued an addendum, supplementary guidelines for design, construction, and operation of modular mini refinery plants in Nigeria. And all of those details are out there. So you can check it out, Leo, and see if there are other options for you to pursue what it is that you currently have in mind. Let's get back to hearing from you. Sorry about that. Welcome to you.
Hello, my friend.
Yes, good morning.
As I was saying, my line cut off.
Go ahead.
I think already we have 3 refineries coming up in Nigeria. 2 have been already completed. Dangote refinery and that of Itodo State. There are other 4 refineries. Niger Delta Petroleum Resources in River State. We have Amapa International Refinery in Akwa Ibom. We have a petrochemical refinery in Akwa Ibom State again. We also have Kenji Resources in the Imo State. So, government is not going to build any refinery in Nigeria. Because I don't know about a further comment. Because anything public, we will have poor management over it. So, we should only have other private, public-private partnership or pure private. That is it. No government, no central government will build any refinery in Nigeria again. Thank you very much.
All right, let's get to Facebook right now and see what your open mic is on. Also, Francis and Namani watching from Amangunze in Enugu State. While I commend Mr. President for setting up Economic Advisory Council, I therefore urge him to urgently look into the ravaging attacks and killings in various parts of the country. May God help us. And Unma Olebara says MKO Abiola has become the messiah of Nigerian democracy, and the problem was, if Abiola remained alive, it's not negotiable. It could only happen if he passed on, and he did. Today, MKO lives on, and their blood speak for Nigeria and Nigerians. But as long as they exist, and historically...
It's okay. No, it's okay. Let me explain that.
My name is Elder Emaro. I'm interested in beauty and I've joined the beginning of being born. Here is totally fitting and hateful. So, pardon, it's before Trump is the golden name.
In case you are wondering, well, my name is Fortune. I'm the mayor of the FCT and I am excited about this initiative. I believe it's going to be a big one. This is the first of many who are coming to your area very soon. So we expect you to come out. We expect you to put your hands on the plow. It's high time we stop complaining. Let's get something done. If the government is refusing to do it or they are overwhelmed because they can't do everything, let's do what we can do and then we hold them accountable for the rest. I think that's what this is about. It's not about politics, not about anybody. It's about people coming out to do what they believe they can do to help their society and the environment at large. That's the thrust for us, and that is why we are here. I'm excited and I thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Connection established.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
My name is Elder Emma Okoro. I'm interested in rebuilding my nation, and so I have to join the beginning of cleaning of the environment. The Gariki environment here is totally filthy and unhealthy for our people. So when Mayor Fortune decided that Abuja should come out, I decided to join because it's for the good of our people, our children, our wives, and our families. That's why I'm part of this group, so that I'll be part of those who have started the journey to rebuild Nigeria.
In case you are wondering, well, my name is Fortune. I'm the mayor of the FCT, and I am excited about this initiative. I believe it's going to be a big one. This is the first of many. We are coming to your area very soon. So we expect you to come out. We expect you to put your hands on the plow. It's high time we stop complaining. Let's get something done. If the government is refusing to do it, or they are overwhelmed because they can't do everything, let's do what we can do, and then we hold them accountable for the rest. I think that's what this is about. It's not about politics, not about anybody. It's about people coming out to do what they believe they can do to help their society and the environment at large. That's the thrust for us, and that is why we are here. I'm excited, and I thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Connection established.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
Appointment of ministers should be based on intellectual prowess and cerebral competence. All shades of opinions should be represented constructively. Above all, there should be zero tolerance for corruption, greed, and so on. Finally, ethnic bigotry and nepotic tendencies should be nipped in the bud. This will make for equity, social justice, and infinite possibilities. Social comrade Itodo says, my open mic is on quality and sale of drinks and health of Nigerian masses. As a researcher, I have been focusing on the effects of intake of alcohol in Nigerian masses. I'm so shocked what I've been beholding using mostly participants' observations and oral interview. In an Abuja suburb I have been observing for months, I found out that these drinks, especially the ones with low quality, is destroying a lot of homes. The breadwinners, youths in some cases, women are hooked on this. One of those I interviewed told me that by his count, 9 people might have died from this within 2 years. And it is most unfortunate that consumption of this and smoking that were made for only adults. All right. In our forefathers' time, it was not like that. On account of this policy of permitting Nigerians 18 years and above to indulge in some of these businesses, especially the producers of ethanol, smile to bank while we lose our vibrant men and youths, as well as women who can grow and develop our nation. We need a change of the system to come out of these woods. Social engineer, Comrade Itodo, right there. Welcome to you.
Yeah, good morning once again.
Good morning.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's clear. Go ahead.
Okay, what I just want to say is an issue that actually is very disturbing about the way the FCT receives complaints. The story this week, one of the stories was the fact that DSS accusing the suspended chairman. See, I'm not against him, or I'm not going to talk about the other allegations. Of particular importance is how the FCT is being run. The FCT receives cases, complaints that are pretty civil. You know, civil dispute between individuals. And they go on to, to collect money and all that. It's not right. You know, Supreme Court has severally guided that the police force is not a debt collecting agency. So the same principle should apply to FCT. It's simply because somebody has a dispute with somebody else. Civil, that you can go to court and decide who you have to accept it and begin to imprison somebody. I believe that Attorney to come up with to formulate rules and regulations about how EFCC should receive complaints. He has the power under the EFCC Act. So I'm appealing to the next Attorney General of the Federation to formulate rules in this regard so that we don't continue to truncate the rule of law. The rule of law is a guarantee of progress and success in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Welcome to you.
Hello, good morning, Dikin Itodo.
Good morning.
Open mic, right?
Yes, it is.
I want to start by appreciating all of you in Nigerian Info. And I want to appreciate the management entirely for always giving us the privilege to call and contribute. And you people always caution us when you see that we are going the other way. And we want to appreciate you that we ever take whatever correction you people correct us. I want to start by saying, where is Leah Sharibu? Where are the remaining Chibok girls? Where are the other people in captivities? Most especially in Niger State, a lot of them are in captives. They are in the hands of these criminals, wicked people called themselves bandits. We saw the video last week. The video emerged how they were in kind of maltreating them. I think government should do something about this insecurity. Come to the issue of what the former Emir of Kano say. Yes, everybody care about, have concern about the insecurity. I want him to know that it's not only, almost everybody have the responsibility to talk about this insecurity. Look at what happened in Mangu. Over 200 people were killed in Mangu. In Southern Kaduna, people have been killed in Southern Kaduna, in Niger State. So when he's talking, he should talk of entirely the insecurity architecture in Nigeria, so that the government should rejig, most especially the aspect of insecurity. As I always say, today victims were yesterday survivor. Tomorrow victims were today survivor. Anybody can be victim of insecurity. Government should do something about insecurity. Nagodi.
Welcome to you.
Hello, my brother.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good. Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What's your name?
Please, my name is Oz.
OZ. Okay, go ahead.
I want to greet my brother Salatin and the other callers. My brother, why are you people always, when we are trying to start government, you will start telling us easy?
What exactly are you referring to?
Okay, like statement Salusi make. There is one guy we call try to caution what state is bad.
All right, sorry about that. That was your network. Okay, let's get back to more calls. Welcome to you. You can also call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Dr. Itodo, I greet you this morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, this is Omotayo from Galadimawa.
Welcome, Omotayo.
Yes, Dr. Itodo, my greatest take this week is this issue with this exposure that this Senator Bulkatrua, the eye-opener that he gave us on the Senate floor during the Senate inauguration. Yes. Now, this eye-opener, you see, I don't know. I feel like if things like this are happening, this is the one we know. We don't know about the others that have been happening on the ground that didn't come to the fore, that didn't come to air. People didn't know about it. Now, you see, things like this, when you hear things like this, obviously, this is the reason why it is so easy for some people to cheat on you. Rob you in the daylight and tell you to go to court. Because till tomorrow, if you remember, Rochas, he was challenging Ahmed Lawan. He said, he told Ahmed Lawan, he said, how you came back to the Senate is still it's another page in history for us to learn. Things like this. When this Hope Uzodinma is another issue again. A governor who came fourth, he became the first position by the Supreme Court. So when you begin to see things like this happening, of course, it begins to create a doubt, a vacuum in the heart of people to think, to begin to think, is it realitative to begin to trust the judiciary, even though, yes, I'm not saying the judiciary or not, but when things like this, a man can influence his wife, who is a judge, in favor of his party members. Of course, there is a big problem. So these are the things I want us to begin to look at, because we are not enjoying. That's not freedom. That's not democracy.
All right,
we have to look at it in the right sense.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Okay, let's get to more of your messages on WhatsApp right now. It's 08099930137. And this one right here says, good morning, Itodo. Good morning to you too, Tokwe. How's your morning feeling? Ahmed from Gwagwalada says, speaking about the refineries that have been completed, is this exactly true? Okay, so Ahmed was referring to the refinery built by Dangote, which was commissioned a couple of weeks back, and also the modular refinery in Edo State. All right, there's that one as well. It's a 6,000 barrels per day modular refinery. Is located around the Ipoba Oha local government area of the state, and the project was executed in 2 trains, yes, and has been commissioned. And right now, currently, according to reports, refined products sold diesel, naphtha, and LPFO, which is low pour fuel oil. But the phase 2 is currently underway, and they are saying that it would get into full operations from March 2024. Now, the Pohaka refinery, which you also referenced, is still on the way, and based on the promises of the government, it's going to get started towards the last quarter of this year. Completion will be towards the last quarter of this year. If you note, it's been moved. The start date have been moved over and over and over again. And right now they're saying the last quarter of 2023. So fingers crossed on that one. And hopefully the Port Harcourt refinery becomes operational before the year runs out. Okay, let's get back to take a few calls and hear what your biggest take is for the week. Welcome to you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning.
My name is Felix Fortune, calling from Natam.
Welcome, Felix.
I don't know, my first this morning is Friday, some people will claim that submitted this. I don't know why the people is insulting Nigerian sensibility.
How do you mean?
Insulting us. How do I mean? Even if it's a drunken judge, I want to ask you a question.
Even if it's a what? I didn't get that word you used.
I said, even no matter what is any type of judge that is going to judge the case, can you declare a party that has one governor? Even the governor is the one governor says they are in court against. You declare that political party, a ruling party in a country, what has never happened before? Are we because of overambitious? Maybe some of us will start to apologize to Atiku for saying Atiku is overambitious. But we did not expect this one like this. We did not know that there is somebody that is coming that his ambition will supersede that of us. How can somebody have 8 senators and will they impeach him? They destroy him in today and they are impeaching the following day. This kind of goodwill that this man had before.
All right.
You know that only 27% of the registered voters voted in that last election. Some people are saying they should cancel that election and go so that even the state senator, they will not get it. What is all this? It's kind of ambitious. We are having a president that is ruling us well, and somebody is ambitious.
All right, we just have to let the courts decide on that, okay? I mean, the case is in court. Let's let the judiciary do what it has in its hands right now. Welcome to you.
Fitness Itodo.
Good morning to
Itodo. The smart-looking, well-dressed, well-trimmed Itodo.
How do you know all of this? Welcome.
I've met you face to face. My name is Sang for God.
Welcome to you, Sang for God.
Itodo, I'm happy to connect with you this morning.
Great to hear from you.
You know, thank God it's open. You know, sometimes when people like me make opinion that suggests that everything is not only government, that we as citizens have a role to play, it looks like probably we are not saying what people want to hear. What people want to hear every time is blaming government. Itodo, I suggested that we citizens should do a part. Do you know that the NANS president, Usman Bara or something, had the rare privilege of meeting with Mr. President? An Igbo adage says that any man who has the privilege of climbing an iroko tree should do himself good to pluck the leaves and the firewood because it's a privilege. This young man met with the president rather than put before the president issues that has to do with the students strike. They were at home for 8 months, school fees and all the welfare that he was supposed to talk to Mr. President about. This young man left that to start talking about PENCOM, defending the DG PENCOM in the police PENCOM issues. And, you know, information available is that he's related, you know, is a child person of the woman. And as such, he used an opportunity of seeing the president to talk in defense of PENCOM and the woman against the police, leaving the student he is leading. And that has brought a very huge rancor between the ESCO of NANS. As a matter of fact, there's a threat to impeach him. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this that, you know, for all as citizens, someone who is a leader of such a large number of youth and is already going into politicking with the position that he has a privilege, you know, to have, rather than defend his people. It shows that we most time put ethnic bigotry, religious sentiment, and personal aggrandizement ahead of the the things we are supposed to do. I am disappointed that someone who's supposed to defend our students, make our students have welfare. You met Mr. President and you disappointed the students you are leading to talk about something that totally does not concern him. When did he become a spokesman to PENCOM? Or when was he hired to begin to talk issue of police welfare and all of that? As a matter of fact, if he loves the youth, he should be more interested in the future of the policemen and the security personnel. How can someone serve for 35 years and will have little or nothing to show for it?
All right.
And a youth leader who goes to Mr. President and leaves his role to talk about what he was not sent.
All right. Welcome to you.
Itodo, the big man.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning once again. This
Welcome.
is Comrade Sam from the city here.
Welcome, comrade. Go ahead.
My open mic is on the 2014 constitutional or national conference that sought to solve many lingering issues that Nigerians have been yearning for. And that report was so powerful, so good, that only the same side of the country that doesn't want us to move forward rejected it and boasted that President Muhammadu Buhari will reject it when he comes in.
What, hold on, comrade. What side of the country is preventing us from moving on? Because we're all together and one move is for everyone. If we move forward, it's to the benefit of everyone. So let's not have you push out that narrative, okay?
Yes. Okay, I agree with you, my brother. What we are saying is that they should just start, whosoever that is coming in or whosoever that is ruling now, should just that report. It will help Nigeria to live together peacefully and the cheating will be reduced and familiar sentiment will be cut off. Thank you.
All right. We already have a new administration, and according to the president, they're doing everything possible to ensure that Nigeria becomes better than it was met. Okay, let's get back to more phone calls. We've got some time left. Welcome to you.
Chief Itodo, good morning and happy Friday.
Good morning to you too, Chief. What's your name?
Thank you. This is Comrade CC, the good man from Kubwa.
Welcome, CC.
Yes. Thank God it's Friday. Mr. Itodo, please, sometimes I don't understand. Please, Mr. Itodo, is there any, offense, somebody who contested for election and let me say he was rigged out or something, and according to law, when things like this happen, you go to court and contest it. I want this fellow that said that Itodo is over-ambitious to please call back and explain himself. I want to know, because I never wanted to call, but for his comment made me to call to ask him, please let him call, please allow him to call back and tell us what he means that Itodo is over-ambitious.
All right, Sisi.
People talk out of their head.
All right, Sisi, don't do that. Don't insult anyone, okay? Welcome to you. All right, sorry about that. You can call 0700 951 0000 08095 97486. Do note, always note that you can share your thoughts without necessarily being rude or insulting anyone or calling anyone anything that you're not. Okay, let's always take note of that. Let's not let situations get the better part of us and then we lose out on what we would have shared in terms of educating everybody else. All right, and government should be wary of using the compressed natural gas, boss intervention, you meant to say, unless they are sure of its speedy delivery. It was celebrated during the previous administration, but never saw the light of day. Electric buses may be better. Banky from Utako. Electric buses, are we ready for that? Do you agree that that's a better option compared to the CNG buses? Welcome to you.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very, very fine. My name is Richman, calling from Lugbe.
Welcome to you, Richman.
Talking about this Peter Obi's thing in the court. We thank God that day by day, more revelations are coming up. And we thank God for all the evidences. that are coming to the court to bear witness. I want to say this one because some people believe that because LP, Labour Party, doesn't have much governors, thinking that it's impossible to win an election. As an independent candidate, it is allowed in Nigeria. Somebody can win without even having anybody. It is the people's choice. So they should allow the people's choice to come to play. It is very important. And when we want to think about it, thank God we have a president now. But when we look at it, the president that we have didn't win in the Lagos state that he built, did not win in his own state of origin, Osun State. The chairman of the party from Kano, they did not win there. In many places that the party belonged, they didn't win.
All right.
So they should allow the court to just continue the way it is going. Nobody should come and be telling us that Peter Obi is super ambitious. No, it is not right. We should just allow the court to play through. And we pray that in the next election, they will allow it to be free and fair. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome. Itodo.
How are you? How is work?
Work is good. Thank you.
Thank you. Samuel from Gogolada.
Go ahead, Samuel.
I want to talk much on subsidy removal. You see...
Sorry about that, Samuel. If you can call back to complete your thoughts. Network took you out there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Welcome to you.
It's Chinedu.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about my good friend, Peter Obi. Somebody says I'm more ambition. The man wants Nigeria to move forward. That's why he contested the election. Not contest the election because of somebody from Calabar, or I don't know how he normally used to talk. So he conducted the election. The whole world, everybody in Nigeria know who win the election. 2023 election.
I'm trying to understand what you're getting at. You mentioned Calabar election. I'm trying to understand what the correlation is. So if you could kindly just...
Somebody called, one man called and said, Peter Obi, I'm sure. I don't know why he's stopping himself. I think Peter Obi called him to come and represent him in the court.
Let's not put fire to that conversation. Let's just have you share your open mic for the day.
Okay, for my own opinion.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, let me say my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The INEC chairman conducted the election and appointed somebody to lead Nigeria for now. And he's telling us to go to court. And we are in court now. Somebody's accusing us again. Somebody's bitter that we are in court. What is the problem of Nigeria? What is the problem of Nigeria?
All right.
The INEC chairman is go to court. And we are in the court. They are bringing our evidence. They are challenging us again.
All right. Let's go on this break. And when we come back, it'll be a good time to wrap things up on the open mic and the morning crossfire for today. So do all to stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute.